President Trump has not told me to that he wants to cut Medicaid. He's told me to make it better.
Do you support cutting, yes or no?
You just answered it.
Let me ask you this way, since it's only about President
I support
Trump.
making it better, Senator.
If President Trump asks you to cut Medicaid, will you do it?
Well, it's not up to me to cut Medicaid. It would be up to Congress. And
You don't want to
I'm going
answer,
to work.
I'll-
I'm
sir,
going to work.
Mr. Kennedy, you don't want to answer? I'll move on. Do you know how many states will end? Mr. Chairman, if I may pause my time. So I understand that people are getting asked to leave if they stand up with signs, but there's a lot of other as well, Mr. Chairman. So it needs to be extended to everyone. As Mr. Kennedy said, we should respect each other when we have a difference of opinion. We're just trying to do our jobs here and trying to ask questions. That's all.
He made you look like a fool.
Yeah. And you're asking him questions that's way out of his purview that he doesn't even have the discretion to make. I
Yes.
mean, it makes you it makes you look incompetent.
Well,
Look, he's
New
a
Mexico.
Democrat in New Mexico, right?
Yeah.
That state is swinging further to the right.
Yeah.
I think they only won by 4 points,
Yeah.
but every year that state loses mass amount of votes to the right. Every election.
Yeah, but people start laughing, and now he's like, it hurt his feelings.
Yeah. It made you look like a clown.
And that's all I'm doing with Mr. Kennedy, folks. So I just
Senator
hope that we can.
Senator Lujan, you are right, and I ask the audience to please be respectful.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I appreciate that very much.
Stop being an idiot.
Mr. Kennedy,
You keep citing the Trump administration and you're just going to follow what they say. Is that what you're doing? You're just a rubber stamp for them in this position? So anybody,
Trump.
That is so disrespectful.
Yeah, yeah.
The only reason why she's giving him grief is because he's under Trump's administration.
Right, right.
That's the only reason. So she's trying to frame this whole situation like he's just what do you call it? He's just a token for Trump in his administration.
That's pretty much what she's saying.
Yeah.
Look, here's another Democrat, Nevada. Nevada swung red this last election. Her seat, we coming for that seat.
I don't know how she won.
Yeah, I know.
Just in our district. I don't know how she won that seat.
Right.
so it doesn't matter that you're before us. It could be anybody coming before us as long as they're a rubber stamp for this administration and disregarding your beliefs and what you think.
Wow.
I guess my question to you is, if it really is fundamental to what you believe, how do you live with that? How do you address those issues as you're moving forward,
You want me to
knowing
answer
that
the
it's going to
question,
harm
Senator?
Americans? Yeah.
You want me to answer the question?
No, I'm asking you.
Okay. President Trump has asked me to end the chronic disease epidemic and make America healthy again. And I'm
So
in a
is that the
unique
only reason
position.
why you're at HHS? Is that the
Excuse
only
me.
reason why then you're at the HHS to address that one issue?
President Trump has asked me because I'm in a unique position to end that. And that is what I'm doing. And if we don't solve that problem, Senator, all of the other disputes we have about who's paying and whether it's insurance companies, whether it's providers, whether it's HMOs, whether it's patients or families, all of those are moving deck chairs around on the Titanic. Our ship is sinking. Our 60% increase in Medicaid over the past 4 years is the biggest budget line now, and it's growing faster than any other. And no other nation in the world has what we have here. No other nation has a chronic disease. We have the highest chronic disease burden of any country in the world. We had, during COVID, we had 16% of the COVID deaths in a country. We only have 4.2% of the world's population. We had a higher death count than any country in the world. And when CDC was asked why, they said it's because Americans are the sickest people on earth. The average person who died from COVID, American, had 3.8 chronic diseases. This is an existential threat economically to our military, to our health, to our sense of well-being. And it is a priority for President Trump. And that's why he asked me to run the agency. And if I'm privileged to be confirmed, that's exactly what I'll do.
You know what?
And they blame Trump for all those COVID deaths.
That's what the Democrats did. Said he mismanaged the COVID epidemic. That's why we had a higher death toll in America. How disingenuous and how diabolic you got to be to say something like that.
Hey, they'd do anything for power, man.
Yeah.
Senator,
You
commit that when you leave this job, you will not accept compensation from a drug company, a medical device company, a hospital system, or a health insurer for at least 4 years, including as a lobbyist or a board member?
Can you just repeat the last part of the question? Can I commit
You're
to
not going
what?
to take money from drug companies in any way, shape, or form.
Who? Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, yeah, I'm
You're
happy
going-
to commit to that.
Okay, good. That's what I figured. I said it's an easy question to start with. And I think you're right on this.
I don't think any of them want to give me money, by the way.
You know what's funny? She asked that dumb question. Look how much money Elizabeth Warren over the years has gotten from pharmaceutical health insurance companies.
That's crazy. Why
That's
would she
bizarre,
have,
right?
If she's taking money from healthcare companies, why can't?
That's bizarre, right?
Yeah, it's very bizarre.
Health services, miscellaneous. I mean, look at that. Look at all that money.
Yeah, a lot of money.
Federal election data.
But he said to be a senator in the United States of America, you got to at least be able to. You need at least $150 million to be elected senator in the United States.
Yeah. But it's like she's asking that question. I mean, why would pharmaceutical companies, insurance companies, why would they give him money?
Yeah.
He's coming after them.
Right.
Yeah, this is showing the hypocrisy of Elizabeth Warren. Watch this.
I'm asking you to commit right now that you will not take a financial stake in every one of those lawsuits so that what you do as secretary will also benefit you financially down the line.
Look at that. Speaking of shields, Senator Warren raked in over $5.2 million from Big Pharma and the medical industry complex.
Yeah. If I'm an attorney and I'm suing the pharmaceutical company on my client's behalf, how can I not have a financial stake in the?
Well, I can see if you're an attorney, you're entitled to some of the money.
Yeah. How can he say he's not going to do that?
I don't know. Well, let's listen to the full grasp of what she's asking. Watch this. It's going to play again.
Okay.
I'm asking you to commit right now that you will not take a financial stake in every one of those lawsuits so that what you do as secretary will also benefit you financially down the line.
I'll comply with all the ethical guidelines.
That's not the question. You have said
You're asking me, Senator, you're asking me not to sue vaccine pharmaceutical companies. Yeah, you are. That's exactly what you're doing.
Look, no.
That struck a nerve. Sound like she's financially invested in this. A lot of questions, don't it?
Right? Yeah.
I would too. Yeah. I mean, all that money coming your way? Man, I gotta stand up for my special interest.
Right.
And she's always the one talking about we need to get special interests out of politics. And look at her.
Right. And she's paid off by those very same special interests.
Yeah.
No one should be fooled here. As Secretary of HHS, Robert Kennedy will have the power to undercut vaccines and vaccine manufacturing across our country. And for all of his talk about follow the science and his promise that he won't interfere with those of us who want to vaccinate his kids, the bottom line is the same. Kennedy can kill off access to vaccines and make millions of dollars while he does it. Kids might die, but Robert Kennedy can keep cashing in.
You know what that sounds like? A far left conspiracy theory.
Yeah, his whole goal is to make America healthy again.
Yeah.
But he's gonna unalive kids because he's gonna get rid of a bunch of vaccines, and also he's gonna profit and make millions off of it. That sounds nuts.
It sounds diabolical. If it's true.
It sounds like a far left conspiracy theory.
Yeah, this is just a smear campaign. It's to put bad assumptions in people's heads. Yeah. From the American people.
Yeah. He responds.
Senator, I support vaccines. I support the childhood schedule.
There you go.
That lady is
He's not
nuts.
anti-vaccine.
Yeah.
You know, once if you didn't like the Fauci ouchie, they automatically labeled you. Oh, he hates vaccines. Oh,
Right.
he's anti-vax.
Right.
That's how. That was the message she was trying to.
Yeah, that was her angle.
Yeah. It was a smear campaign.
I mean, her whole line of questioning shows and demonstrates whose pockets she's in.
Exactly does.
Like
Well,
her whole
that's
line of
no-
questioning is not about making Healthy great again and determining whether he's fit for the job. It's all about protecting the people who, I guess, donate money to her.
Yeah, because to be a senator in the United States, they say you got to have around $150 million in donations to be a senator.
Hey man, what are you doing here? You wear your headphones like Gomer Powell.
I mean, she needs the money to stay elected. Well, that's the same woman who said she was in it.
Yeah.
That's diabolical. Blonde hair, blue eyes, white woman comes out and says she's Native American.
Yeah, it's what she did to get a job at a university.
That is diabolical.
And I mean, your credibility is gone. I don't know who continues to vote for this woman. And then you come in here in these hearings and question his integrity about money when you get millions of dollars.
Yeah.